Hello, I'm Dean Takahashi, lead writer for GamesBeat at VentureBeat, and we're here live from GTC 2024, talking with Chetan Kapoor, who's from Amazon Web Services, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, so as a quick background, I lead a hardware accelerated business at AWS. I'm specifically part of the EC2 organization. And I manage the computing products that feature GPUs from Nvidia and some of the other accelerators that we have in fleet. Super excited to be here.
So I know you guys made some news today, but I guess why is it important for Amazon Web Services to be here at GTC?
Yeah, so with AWS being the leading cloud provider, we want to make sure our customers have access to the latest and greatest technology to build any sorts of application that they're considering building, right? Now with generative AI being top of mind, and with Nvidia products and solution being the first thing that our customers gravitate towards when they're building the foundational models and deploying them across their applications, we want to make sure that we have the latest and greatest Nvidia technology in our portfolio that is integrated well with the rest of our AWS services, right? So from our side, we have a broad portfolio of not only computing products, but networking, managed services, storage services, and those coupled with Nvidia products make a really compelling offering with our customers. So it's it's important for us to be here to help our customers and prospects understand what we're working on and how well we're collaborating with Nvidia to make it easier for them to build and deploy Gen AI applications.
It's a very fast-changing world right now, so
it certainly
got to
is.
stay up to speed, right?
Yes.
So how has AI impacted AWS recently?
Yeah, so AI, we've been tracking the AI space for well over a decade now at AWS, right? Like I was personally involved with launching some of our super early GPU instances in the cloud. And we were the first to actually offer GPUs ever in the cloud-based environment. So this was about 13 years ago, right? AI has had a notable impact with respect to the type of applications our customers are building. A few years ago, computer vision-based autonomous driving was a really, really compelling use case. There are a lot of companies that have made notable or seen notable business impact based on recommendation systems, right? You can imagine, Amazon as a retailer optimizing our recommendations to better serve our customers, right? So AI overall has had a massive impact, not across just AWS, but Amazon overall, right? And specifically in the AWS space, we want to make sure, we have not only the leading and cutting edge of infrastructure, but also a seamless way for customers to exercise this compute capacity, right? So, at AWS, we always kind of think of like our offering in terms of different stacks and different levels of abstractions for different types of customers, where infrastructure is obviously the most fundamental layer, but then how to make it easy for customers to kind of consume the infrastructure, integrate with their applications, and ultimately provide managed services at the top is core of what we do, right?
Okay.
So again, it's a range of applications that we are seeing across the customer base that are supported by the various types of managed services that we have been offering, right?
And so I saw the Amazon logo flash across the stage there. What was that about? You guys had a joint announcement?
Yeah, we had a key announcement that doubled down on our engagement with Nvidia that we announced at reInvent last year. So early December last year, Jensen was up on stage with Adam Selipsky, our CEO, where we announced a deep partnership involving leveraging their upcoming silicon as well as some of their managed services, right? So we're doubling down on the engagement. So today we're announcing 4 key aspects of that engagement. First off, we're going to be adopting NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture, right? So this is not just the GPU, but also the Grace Hopper solution that is interconnected with NVLink, right? So we announced our plans to build on these capabilities and aim to get these in our hands of customers as quickly as possible. The second segment of engagement was around the evolution of our Project SIBA, as we termed it, where NVIDIA is going to be consuming over 20,000 GPUs of Grace Hopper on AWS for internal development purposes, right? And all these GPUs, the Grace Hopper solution is going to be built on leveraging the AWS Nitro architecture, which is our hypervisor solution. It's more than a hypervisor. It's basically how we build and deploy EC2 instances, along with EFA as a network interconnect, right? So the announcement was around integrating our Nitro technologies, our EFA, which is the networking capability, along with Grace Hopper 200, NVLink 72, and deploying that at a really, really large scale. Like, these systems are super complex to manage, design, and develop. And we have been collaborating super, super closely with Nvidia over the past several months to envision what the solution could look like, and obviously start executing, right? And the third was, the fourth one was, that Jensen talked about Nvidia Nim, right? So where they're actually building packet software that is deployable across different frameworks. And we're going to be collaborating with Nvidia to integrate Nim with our managed services, which is called SageMaker, right? So customers will be able to easily access Nvidia's containers and software libraries in a managed environment on AWS.
So there were a lot of things Jensen announced during the keynote, and I wonder, like, what was the most exciting thing? What's the highlight from GTC for you?
There were a couple personally. Like, I'm an infrastructure geek, right? So like, my career has been around computing products. It was really fascinating to see how Jensen unveiled the Blackwell architecture. He is absolutely right to call out that it's not just a piece of silicon, right? It's the entire system around it, which involves computing nodes, networking, rack level deployments, liquid cooling. There's a lot that goes into building and deploying these systems at scale, right? There was one visualization where he talked about, scaling from a chip to a server to a rack to a set of racks, and then a set of racks deployed across several data centers to kind of exhibit or illustrate the scale at which our customers are wanting access to these machines, right? Which is just fascinating, right? So like, not a lot of people get to kind of see the visuals of what it takes to actually build and deploy a system like that. So that was super cool. And personally, the Disney robots at the end, those are really charming, right? To actually see technology in work in that particular fashion was really fascinating.
Yeah, one of them was being a little stubborn too there.
Yeah, it certainly was. It certainly was, yes.
Thank you, Chetan Kapoor from Amazon Web Services. And thanks for watching, and be sure to explore more sessions in the GTC catalog.
Describe what you would like your app to do.
Fruit tree recipes. Fashion assistant.
18th century translator.
Biker. Cocktail party.
Burritos and TV? Hark! Shall we partake of stuffed wraps and indulge in marathon viewing of the flickering box?